Now, with it being open enrollment for Medicare this month, health care and insurance are a pretty hot topic, especially for seniors. But what about long-term care? Well, it's definitely something we should all be thinking about. Well, November brings colorful foliage and hints of winter all over the country, but it also means the start of National Long-Term Care Awareness Month. Can you count on Medicare or Medicaid to cover your long-term care costs? Joining us to share more on the topic is Senior Vice President of Lincoln Financial, Andrew Buckley. Andrew, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Well, thank you for having me. Pleasure to be here.
Well, this is absolutely a critical time to be discussing this topic, so I'm so glad that you're joining us this morning. And actually, Andrew, there was a new study done by Lincoln Financial Group with some pretty interesting findings. Can you tell us about those?
Absolutely. You know, we know that 70% of Americans age 65 or older are going to have a need for some sort of long-term care during their lifetime, be it someone coming into your home to take care of you, adult daycare, or being in a nursing home facility. What was interesting about our study, though, is only 20% of Americans actually believe that they are going to have a need for long-term care. So there was a huge disconnect we found between fact and reality, and it's something that we need to address.
Oh, wow, that is kind of shocking, actually. So I'm really glad that you're bringing this kind of to light for us this morning. I know that when we talk about long-term care, one of the biggest issues is really the financial cost of everything. So can you kind of give us an idea of what we're looking at for long-term care?
Sure. You know, across the country, the average cost is about $100,000 a year for a nursing home facility. Arizona, slightly less, about $95,000, $96,000. So Arizona's right on the average, if you will. What's interesting, though, is in that study, 70% of consumers had totally underestimated the cost of long-term care. So again, an opportunity for us to get out and help educate people around the different costs for care in America today.
And I know a lot of our seniors, take this opportunity to enroll in Medicare or Medicaid. But Andrew, tell us, can we really rely on those to cover those long-term care costs?
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, Medicare, if you will, covers you for the first 100 days in a nursing home facility. But after that, you're on your own. Medicaid, on the other hand, will pick up the expenses, but it's really a social welfare system that only is designed to do that after you've spent down your assets, and that would be savings accounts, selling your home, things of that nature. So before you depend on that, make sure you understand how that works.
Absolutely. And now that we're really discussing this in detail and knowing that, we all need to be thinking about long-term care costs, what would you say are the most important things our viewers should be thinking about during this time?
I would urge your viewers to understand the cost of care in your area. I talked a moment ago about it being $100,000 nationwide. Understand what those costs are, and that's for a skilled nursing home facility. Also understand what it would cost to have a caregiver come into your home, etc. Second would be talk to loved ones about your care plans. Make sure your family understands. Do you want to stay in your home as long as possible? Do you want to move to a retirement community? And make sure everybody understands in the event you're unable to make those decisions for yourself. And then lastly, I would urge your viewers to seek out the advice of a professional, be it a financial advisor or an insurance professional, because there really are options available today, whether using your own funds to pay for long-term care or exploring the different long-term care insurance options that are available, and really make sure you understand the Medicare and Medicaid laws and rules that are out there.
Well, some really great tips for us this morning, Andrew. Thank you so much. I know that this is the month that we should be opening this topic up with our family members. It can be a difficult thing to talk about, but I'm glad we're doing it. So, Andrew, where can we go for more information?
I would urge you to look at our website. It's lfg.com/LTC. Wealth of information there. Great place to get started. And then again, seek out professional advice in your community.
Great. Andrew, thank you again so much for joining us this morning.
I appreciate the opportunity. Thank you.
Now, don't touch that remote. The Morning Blend will be right back.